Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we will be exploring both barn and junkyard locations. In an effort to find 3 new vehicles we will be rebuilding in future rebuild videos. Alright, so here we are in the barn, and let's go ahead and get started. Not showing any vehicles over there. Oddly enough, none there either. Or there. This has to be a first. That we would only have one vehicle in a barn location. But in either case, let's take a look. This is the 1998 Ribbsan Starline. Now, I don't actually have a Starline in any of my rebuild videos, so let's go ahead and take a look here. We have 180,818 miles, 3,131 pounds, 287 horsepower, 5,990 RPM with 319 foot-pounds of torque at 3,660 RPM. 16 dual overhead cam BU2 turbo engine. That's rare. Looks like it only has 2 engines that are swappable. Pretty expensive at $28,575 for the buy price. There is some money there. If you were just going to sell it immediately, it looks like there would be some money left over. So the buying commission 5%, that being 1,360 credits. Estimated car value upgrade of 33,868 credits, and a buy price of 28,575 credits. I think we will go ahead and make a purchase of the 1998 Ribbsan Starline. Oh, there's the 2 other vehicles. Let's check out this one with a really cool intake. We have a Salem Spectre Fastback. We have about 231,598 miles on this with 2,826 pounds of weight. Let me see. 508 horsepower at 4,285 RPM. 704 foot-pounds of torque at 2,825 RPM. Working with a V8 2-carb over OHV supercharged. So that looks pretty good. I mean, it doesn't have any swappable options, which is unfortunate, but definitely a car I'd be interested in purchasing. Buying commission is at 1,461 credits. We have an estimated car value upgrade of 34,317 credits and a buy price of 30,698 credits. So with that, let's go ahead and make that purchase. Now here we have a 1970 Bolt Atlanta. About 213,580 miles on this one, with a weight of 3,968 pounds. 390 horsepower, 4,570 RPM, with 501 foot-pounds of torque at 2,755 RPM. You can see down here we have plenty of swappable options, including the very rare V8 Ford Cobra Jet 429, and we also have our V8 Hemi 440 Magnum, and my favorite, well, one of my favorite engines, which is actually currently installed in the vehicle, the V8 Hemi 440 6-pack, primarily for the color scheme. I mean, it has pretty high torque from an OEM perspective, but not really the reason I like it. Many more engines that could handle more horsepower. Now, I haven't actually rebuilt one of these yet. However, I think I'm going to skip on that because, you know, in the past we've rebuilt similar vehicles, and quite frankly, I want to see what they have in the junkyard today. So with that, I think I'm going to teleport on over there. Oh, and here we are. That feeling of nausea is getting easier. Kind of tingly as usual. But for the benefit of teleporting, instead of riding in a car or any other form of transportation, it's worth it. Now with that, let's check this out. I've never actually seen a vehicle up here before, so that's a first. Got the 1971 Ford Mustang Mach 1. I cannot tell you how excited I am to see this vehicle. While I do believe I have one in my parking garage, in fact at one time I may have had it in the front of the shop, but I have never done a rebuild on it, so I am definitely anxious to get started with that. Now, you already know I'm going to buy it. It is a DLC, so that's pretty cool. We have about 226,814 miles with a weight of 3,649 pounds. 370 horsepower at 5,050 RPM, 450 foot-pounds of torque at 3,405 RPM. We do have a V8 Ford Cobra Jet 429 engine in it. I don't see that too often. We are swappable with a great deal of engines, as you can see down here. 6-pack might not be a bad option. Kind of a smaller engine, but with the less weight in it. If you tune it up, it might actually perform pretty well in this frame. Or you can just go all out with a V8 2-car, supercharged. Personally, I'll probably just go ahead and rebuild it with the OEM engine in there. Maybe put an aftermarket or two. But with that, we got the buying commission, 5% of 523 credits. That's 523 credits. Estimated car value upgrade of 10,731 credits. Buy price of 10,987 credits. So with that, let's go ahead and make this purchase. And we'll move that over to the parking. Well, let's go for a third. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can just find one more vehicle here. The 1969 Sakura GT20. This one I have also yet to do a rebuild video on. Looks like we have 175,818 miles with a weight of 2,480 pounds. Factory horsepower 151 horsepower, 6,525 RPM, 133 foot-pounds of torque at 5,215 RPM. We have a 16 dual overhead cam engine and no swappable options. This is a pretty cool car. I kind of like the style of it. Reminds me of a classic vehicle, so I think I'll go ahead and buy this 69. At buying commission 5% of 457 credits. Estimated car value upgrade of 8,796 credits and a buy price of 9,615 credits. We'll go ahead and make that purchase today and move that over to the parking garage. And before I let you guys know, we have a 1965 Bolt Cape MK4. Now with this one, I don't believe I have recorded a rebuild on it, but in one of my other episodes where we were looking back at previous builds I did, I do believe I rebuilt this one. Kind of pimped it out a little bit as well. Call back to my If That Ride series. You can always check out on my main video feed. We have about 219,165 miles on this with a weight of 3,858 pounds. Factory horsepower of 517 horsepower at 4,285 RPM, 717 foot-pounds of torque at 2,825 RPM. So, pretty cool car. I know I said I'm only going to go ahead and get 3, but I think I'm going to make an exception for the Bolt Cape MK4. It is a 1965 too, so that kind of adds to it. Now, with the buying commission, 5% of 635 credits, estimated car value upgrade of 12,268 credits, buy price of 13,347 credits. We are going to make that purchase and move that over to the car parking. And with that, I think it's time to get back to the garage. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click like at the bottom of the video. If you would like to see more of this content, please feel free to click subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.